Hello everyone, we're back again with a room unboxing. So as per request, I was gonna do a video showing off the room I'm in and my collection as well, which is over there. We'll leave that for last because that's the most exciting bit. I'll probably try to give a bit of a background on where I got all of these things to make sure this isn't like a 30-second video because you've pretty much seen the whole room now. So let's just get right into it. So this is my TV setup as well. So I'm very into my gaming. Ignore all the like drills and pieces of shelving on the floor. So if you watched a couple of my other videos, that's what I'm talking about. Those shelves over here are gonna go on this wall here, and I'm gonna put all my Nendoroid sets up there. So I'm thinking Fate, Persona, and I'll see how much space I have after that. These things are like glass panels to go in the middle of the shelves. And then that blue bag is some lights, which I'm also going to put in the shelves, which will look really cool. Then we've got this nice chair. It reclines. It's fancy. So we moved back in December. What year is it now? It's December 2019. So we got some new furniture and stuff, and I got to pick this guy out, which is really nice. He's super comfortable, leather and all that. Italian leather, very fancy. There's a laptop that I do all my work on, by which I mean assignments, uni stuff, as well as edit videos. A couple of random knickknacks here and there, like a box cutter and thing I used to clean my glasses, and phone screen, receipts. My old phone, got a new phone, which is what I'm recording on. A couple of games that I bought recently. Got Final Fantasy VII, which I'm playing now. Devil May Cry was cheap. Indivisible is something I wanted to check out for a while. Let's block that code. Resident Evil 3, which I picked up as well. And then Final Fantasy. So that's everything there. And then behind me is where my TV is. This guy I actually won in a competition. So Samsung, I think it was during PAX East or something, was doing a contest for, in 25 words or less, tell us what your favorite game is and why. So I wrote about maybe 10 or so poems about a whole bunch of different games in 25 words, which was kind of difficult because 25 words is not a lot. And they picked my one about Pokemon. I have no idea what it was. It's been it's been like a year since I won this thing. So I don't remember the poem, but hey, I got a free TV. I was actually gonna buy a new TV that month, but then I won the competition. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then we've got soundbar there, also by Samsung. It was like super cheap, so I figured it's an older one, so I figured might as well grab it. Then we've got my PS4 Pro. That thing there is just the kind of like one connect box for the TV, so all the cabling and stuff go over there. My Nintendo Switch, because I love my Switch. PS4 controller. To my side here we've got a rear speaker. So that's supposed to go behind me, but they're not fantastic. I've got another one over here as well. They're really not great, so I put them super close to me. TV remote glass and stuff. These are like little Nendoroid scarves. Someone sent me those as a gift when I bought Megumin. Then we've got Saber Altar over there. I wasn't quite happy with the box condition. Like if you can see here, it's a bit broken, and they've tried to put it together, but it doesn't line up quite well. So I figured I'll try sell that. I bought another one. It's stuck in shipping delays alongside everything else I've ordered, which kind of sucks. Here is two random figures I got from work. I work at EB Games. Manager was clearing out the back room and found these things and was like, hey, do you want these? And I was like, sure. This was a gift from a friend. It's Michael from The Office. And then my manga collection. I bought a lot of these manga. I bought secondhand as well. They were all in good condition. I bought like all of Naruto there is in Japanese. I got that, Phoenix Wright, Death Note. and a couple of other doodads, all for like $50, which was a pretty great deal, honestly. I bought Muggy, all new, which I'm still reading through. Got Nisekoi. There's like book festivals every now and then. Also, this is like separate to the house, so I got my like nice little space. But yeah, most of those were from cheap sales. My birthday stuff, which was in January, which I still haven't gotten rid of. That's a chair and a speaker from my brother's old car, which you should probably get rid of. This is we were supposed to use this as a storage room, but then they gave it to me as a TV room, and we're gonna build like a garage next to this thing. We had a hot tub. I swear I'm not rich. We had a hot tub, we weren't gonna use it, so we took the hot tub, sold it to someone. Heads up, hot tubs are really, really heavy. We carried it out with my friends when they came over to play Persona, and good lord, that thing was so heavy. So I have stuff like a bike and a bed and random boxes lying around. Most of the boxes from moving are all in these cupboards, these blue things here. So at least it doesn't take up room space. But once we get that garage built or storage shed thing, I'll be able to move all of this junk out of there and have some more space, which will be nice. This is random knickknacks and stuff, the bag from the original Persona 5 collector set, random case. I've got a couple amiibo in there and like Yu-Gi-Oh cards from back when I was into Yu-Gi-Oh. On top here we have amiibos, some random stuff I used to try and fix my Joy-Cons. I bought the pieces and I bought the screwdrivers, and then I tried to unscrew it, but someone had already stripped the screw. So whoever owned it before me, because I traded it in once because a Joy-Con drift, got another one, and that one was already screwed, which sucked. So I ended up just buying new Joy-Cons. Please, Nintendo, fix your Joy-Cons. Up here we have a bunch of miscellaneous things. Oh, this thing is really cool. I found this at like a flea market thing, and I thought it was cool as a kid because it's a box, but then it's like, that's super neat, isn't it? I'll leave you to figure out how the trick works. If you do, comment down below. There you go. Couple of random things. I bought an ocarina from Zelda because I thought, hey, that's a cool thing to have. Watch boxes, random boxes of things like Sun and Moon and Dishonored, collector's edition items. That was for me being prefect in high school. Another random bit of junk my manager wanted to throw away, and I was like, here you go, take this. This is Watch Dogs, Dishonored, both of which I have not really played. Like, I bought Dishonored straight away, I bought Watch Dogs straight away, but I haven't touched Dishonored at all. And Watch Dogs I played a bit of and didn't really like it, but I kept the collector's edition because why not? This here, let's see. This here I got from I think it was Madman Fest. So there was a group called Cotton Candy, I think, and they were developing a game, and they posted on their like Kickstarter page like, hey, we're gonna be at this event, come say this special thing to us and we'll give you some free things. Which I just Googled while I was at the convention and found them because I wanted some free stuff. And they got really excited, so I felt really bad because they were like, oh, no one's come so far and you're our first fan. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not really a fan. I just wanted free stuff. But they gave this thing to me anyway, and I said that I'd buy the game. I think it's out at this point. I think it was called like Quantum something. I didn't buy the game. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I'll check it out at some point, but got a backlog to finish first. And of course, this is the desk where I record everything. There's that little stand that I make the thumbnails with. That's my like tripod thing that I got from Kmart. $15. Hell yeah. Living the cheap life. These were gifts. So the Rin figure here was something I bought. It was super cheap, so I was like, why not? Naruto and Ichigo were both gifts from a guy back in South Africa. Before I moved, I used to buy my figures from him. and he was like, oh, you're moving? And also for my birthday, he gave me one. So he's like, here, take these things for free. Thanks for all the business. He was a really cool guy. This is Ishtar for that broken piece, which is here. Good Smile hopefully sent it before the shipping delays occurred, so hopefully that'll be in the mail soon, so I can do one more unboxing in the next couple of days or so. Also, what else is up here? I think I've got a Death Note as well. Found that at a convention. Fire Emblem Fates collectors, Majora's Mask collectors. Another game my manager wanted to throw away. New Art Academy for the 3DS. And then that's just a bunch of miscellaneous things. Also, I have Kirito's sword. I was at a convention. I was like 16, and the dude who was selling swords, I was like, oh, can I buy a sword? And he was like, yeah, sure, as long as you're over 18. And I was like, oh man, I'm 16. He's like, no, you're not. You're over 18. And I'm like, no, I'm 16. He's like, no, you're 18. You're 18. I'm crazy tall. I'm like 192 centimeters, which is like 6'4" or something. And I showed him my ID as well. He's like, nah, you're 18. And he was like, you can buy the sword. I'm like, cool, I'll buy the sword then. So I bought Kirito's, was this the Dark Repulsor or something? I don't remember the name. I just bought it because I wanted a sword. It is metal, which is really cool. But it's blunt because selling sharp swords is illegal. So don't do that. Then we have Mario Cap, which came with Mario Odyssey for pre-ordering it. And that's Pan. This bear, there's a place called the Holoverse, which is like a holographic room where you can play games, and I had the most points, so I ended up with this thing because my class was doing, well, not really my class, the year 6s or 7s, oh no, 7s or 8s were going on a field trip, and my IT teacher was taking them, so I was like, hey, can I come with? And he was like, yeah, sure, what the heck, why not? So we skipped school that day and just went with, and I ended up winning that as a prize for getting the highest score, which was pretty cool. If you live in Australia, it's at the Gold Coast, so maybe check it out. It was a lot of fun. It's definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. Mikasa unboxing was going to happen, and then I found out her neck was snapped, so I'm going to return that to Ami and try get another one on the way. Extra screwdrivers, random miscellaneous junk. And let's spin around on the chair. And then we have the piece de resistance. This is the whole collection, patent pending. So let's start with the most plain shelf. So this was one of the new shelves I built up. I wanted it so I could display my games on it. It's all really, this shelf as well as that stuff down there is all going to be a work in progress. I'm not really going to like arrange it now because I want to know where, like how much space I have and what I can do with what. So I'm going to wait until all that's done. Hopefully I can get a dude in on Monday, which would be today, to warm out those things over there, and then we'll go from there. So here we go, Persona 5 section. That's the collector's box for the Royal. That's the Royal Art Book, and then regular editions, as well as I got the soundtrack for the Royal over there, the box for the regular one, and the soundtrack for the regular one. This is that Morgana a friend gave to me, and we've got Joker's Mask. Here's a couple of my games. The only PS2 game I have is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. That was a gift from my aunt and uncle, Christmas, one of the Christmases. When I was super young, I asked them to get me the second one, and then they bought the third one by accident, and I was super excited because I didn't know there was a third one. So that was great. Then we've got Dragon Quest Heroes. Didn't really play much of that, but I bought the collector's edition, so I kept the game. Realm Reborn, played it back when it first came out, and until my trial ran out for the online subscription, and I was so young, so I couldn't really buy another one. Kingdom Hearts, Uncharted, Watch Dogs, Destiny, Dishonored, Final Fantasy VII Remake, the Steelbook that came in the deluxe edition, Final Fantasy 15, Type 0, I got all the collector's editions for Final Fantasies. Kingdom Hearts 3 again, Ni no Kuni, the Persona games, and Until Dawn. And then down here we've got this Persona thing, which was something in the store that I asked to have once we were done with promotion. So I grabbed that. There is also like another poster for it, which I'm going to put up at some point. And then we have some of the more recent Nendoroid unboxings. So this is the last like 2 weeks or so, and then some of the old ones. Down here we have Octopath Traveler. That doesn't actually have the game, so I didn't actually like Octopath Traveler. I was like, it's eh. So like I'm a big Bravely Default fan, as you can see by the collector's editions. So I was kind of expecting that when I went into it, and it wasn't that. So I kind of traded it in. Sorry, Bravely Default. I mean, Octopath Traveler. And then we've got DS games, we've got Apollo Justice, Gift from a Friend, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Ring of Fates. I don't know if that's what it was called when I played it, because there were different names for different countries. But that was one of my favorite Final Fantasies as a kid. Pokemon Ranger, Pokemon Platinum. So we actually got robbed in 2014 before moving to Australia, so this was in South Africa. And that kind of ended up, so I put all my games for my DS in a case with my DS, so I didn't have to pull them out of the covers every time I wanted to switch over. And they stole like that whole set, so I lost all my Pokemon games, but I kept the cases because I love Pokemon. I'll probably rebuy them at some point, but who knows when. So most of the DS ones are missing, sadly. But anyway, we also got Soul Silver, Black White 2, 1 and 2, Bravely Default, Bravely Second, Fire Emblem Fates, Fire Emblem Echoes, a Hatsune Miku game, Kid Icarus, oh my god, I want another Kid Icarus, Catriel's Professor Layton game, which was kind of so-so, honestly. I didn't really enjoy it. I don't even think I finished it. I played all the other ones and this felt too mobile gamey. But anyway, Majora's Mask, Pokemon Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, and Smash, which is my life. I play this the Switch version religiously, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. This was my first time playing a Xeno game, and oh my god, I loved it. It's my favorite game of all time. Favorite game used to be Bravely Default before I was introduced to this beauty. And then we've got a bunch of steelbooks. And then here's the Switch collection, which is so steelbooks at the end. We got Sword and Shield double pack. We got Astral Chain, Animal Crossing, which is taking up too much of my time now as well, taken away from Final Fantasy. Moonlighters, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team. I planned on finishing that before Final Fantasy came out, and I haven't touched it yet, which is kind of weird. Usually I finish games pretty quick, but work has been busy. And then we got Sword and Shield, Mario Odyssey, Smash Ultimate, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I was in the middle of that, but dropped it for Final Fantasy. I'll come back to it eventually. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And then next down we have the Fire Emblem row. What month is it? It's still April, so we'll leave that there. A couple of amiibo that I actually opened. Echoes of Valentia Collector's Edition, and the Three Houses Collector's Edition. I played Three Houses. Let me grab a chair. Oop. I played Three Houses religiously as well. I played all of the routes, yes, all of them, and then I played DLC as well, but I'm not gonna go back and play it for like a 5th time so I could see the supports between the DLC characters. That's too much effort. And then we have kind of a miscellaneous collectors row, I guess. So that's kind of why I wanted this extra space over here so I could spread that out a bit better. So Astral Chain, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, another brilliant game because I love the first one. I've also ordered the collector's set for the first remake, but so funny story, I ordered it from the UK and then I found out like 2 days later Australia's getting it anyway. I was told we weren't going to get it, So now I'm gonna get both versions. Hooray! Sorry, wallet. And then Zelda Collector's Edition, which came with that Master Sword. The Pikachu little thing here I got at a convention. It was like 20 bucks, but I thought it was cool, so I figured why not. That was from pre-ordering X and Y. And this little thing has an Eevee in it. This is from the Pokemon Center. Friend went to Japan, so you pop it open and Eevee's just in there. It's super cute. So she bought that for me while she was there. This is this was where my PS4 games were until I moved them to a higher shelf because I'm a tall boy. But we've got Kingdom Hearts left over. And then down below we've got the Destiny Collector Set, Final Fantasy Type 0. Honestly, Final Fantasy Type 0 was sort of disappointing. Like, I grit my teeth and went through it anyway, but I didn't really like the game, if I'm being honest. But anyway, I really only just bought it so I could get the demo for Final Fantasy 15, which I played over and over and over again. I had friends come over so I could show it off to them because I was that excited about it. But anyway, then we've got Realm Reborn and Dragon Quest Heroes. That thing inside the box is actually a chest. Now that I've got more space, I'll probably pull that out and have it displayed next to the box. I'll do like a second room tour at some point once I've got everything fixed up and nice. And then we've got... Now we're on to the anime zone and miscellaneous games. So let's get rid of the game section. So this was the Watch Dogs Collector's Edition statue and the Dishonored mask. Honestly, that's why I went for the Collector's Edition for Dishonored. I just wanted Corvo's mask because I love the first game. Here we have figures which are going to change position eventually because they're kind of random. I'll probably put Sasuke with Naruto and maybe put Mikasa up here once I get her. But these guys, a lot of these figures are going to be before I started my channel and was just buying things randomly. So if you want videos on any of these guys, just let me know. And I'll probably do like a spotlight or something on them. But we got Sasuke, the Attack on Titan android. No way on hell you're getting a video on this thing. So all these houses here, they're not actually attached by anything. So I just had to place them down. And oh, it took forever because I've got big fingers and these are small things. So that didn't really work too well. And then we got Armin. Armin looks super cool because he's in the air with his like 3D maneuver gear. I really like him. And then we've got the Bokuwa Tomodachi figures, which I did, I think, just last week. Alright, we also got a Ni no Kuni collector's set, which is just down there. And then we've got a whole bunch of other Nendroids. So these two, my friend who got the Eevee Pokeball thing also got me these two. And then I ordered these guys from Amazon. This was from eBay. I've forgotten your name. Nyarko. I figured I'd watch the anime. Oh no, the penguin. The penguin has fallen. There you go. Buddy, you're okay. So Nyarko and Shantakun, I think his name was. The girls from Nisekoi. I got these a while back. Link and Link. So we got Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild Link. Then we've got... This was my first ever Nendroid. I am very, very sure she's fake. Because her coloring is super off. It might not come out on the video, but she's a lot lighter looking than what's being recorded. And then this little girl here, which has a battery that doesn't work because the base lights up. I'll probably try get a battery at some point. And then we've also got the Rin append, which goes with Miku append. I've got Len on the way, so I'll probably change up Rin's pose at some point. We got Mako. We've got what was the name? Osaka Racing version, I think it's called, which I got at a convention. We got Toshino Kyoko from Yuri Yuri, and then we got Celti. I don't think what was the name? Kuroyuki Hime is fake. So these two were from like my early days of collecting. I'm pretty sure they're real. I haven't really looked at them very well to check them out. You know, I'll do a video on like spotting fakes and stuff as well. But they look well enough. Just the joints aren't fantastic. And then we've got Yamada and all the Persona guys. These are all on the channel if you're interested. So here we go for those guys. Looking cool. Hopefully we'll get Futaba and Haru as soon as lockdown has ended. And then we've got Rin. Did I do an unboxing? Yeah, I did. Most of the fake figures are unboxed. We've got Gil Caster. We've got Kana, who looks super cool because he's floating. Ta-da! And then we've got Shelter and Jelter, and this is the deluxe version of her. Also on the channel. Subscribe, like, and all of that. And then we've got Saber, Nero, Claudius, which now I actually know more about, and now I appreciate your Nendroid more. We've got King Arthur, true name revealed, 600B version. And Merlin, who I did record a video on, but the software was just like, no, we're not gonna work, so that video never went out. But he's a really cool figure. I really like him. I've been doing the Apocrypha event recently, and he's fantastic. He is so broken, so I love him. I've been using him as support. And then let's grab that chair again. Hoop. Here we have a Naruto figure, which stands on its own. It is crazy detailed. Like, there is dirt underneath his shoe kind of detail. It's a fantastic figure. I got all of these before coming to Australia, I think. Actually, some of them are from Australia, but for the most part, they're all from South Africa, which I bought from that one friend. And then we've got Sasuke, we've got Ichigo, final Getsuga Tensho. Cannot wait for the final arc of the anime next year. And then we've got Kakashi doing his Chidori. Man, the focus is like super off. Thankfully I can correct it every time. And then we have Kaito Kid, the Phantom Thief himself from Conan. This, I can't remember where I got this from. It's just a Goku statue, and I figured, hey, that's kind of cool. Then we have King from Nanatsu no Taizai. Don't remember where I got him, but I know that brand of figures are really detailed. They're like prize figures, but they're super cheap, and look, it looks perfect. It might be a bit small, but hey, you get the detail. Oh, I've also skipped an entire shelf. Here's Asuna on a staircase. Yeah. And then we've got Kurumi here, which is, a lot of people have asked me if they could buy her from me, and I'm like, no way. I got her super cheap because her box was missing. Her box wasn't really missing, it was just super damaged, so the guy was like, hey, I'll give it to you for $350. 350 Rand, so that was like $35. That was a great deal. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. These two I got from Zomster, which is a manga store. The owner went to Japan and was giving these away for everyone who spent $100 on manga. So I spent $200 so I could get both of them. No offense, but I don't really like Madoka. After watching it, I was like, man, this isn't great. No offense, Madoka fans. And then we've got Rika from Chunibyo. My mom actually dropped this one, and I don't know if you can see very well, but her leg is actually snapped, so I glued it on. But she was cheap, so no big deal. Then we've got, what was her name? Kanade Tenshi Angel from Angel Beats in her white dress thing. It's a very nice figure. At some point, the light was shining her shadow onto my wall, and I was like, whoa, that's really cool. So it's probably one of my favorite figures. And back here we've got Haruhi doing her thing, as always. That one I got at a convention. And we've got Shiro here, I got from my friend as well. That guy who sells things back home. This is a lovely figure, like the detail and the colors are so good. And then we've got Lucy here. For some reason, I cannot get her shirt to close for the life of me. I don't know if this is a bootleg Lucy or something, but her shirt just won't close. Then I got Toga recently because she was cheap and staff discount at work was nice. Then we got Rin. I got her at a convention. Then Hatsune Miku Tell You World version. Ta-da! Also got at a convention. And then Makise Kurisu. This one, sadly, it was broken as well. So I got a discount on it. This was early days, so one of the rings should be like in between these two here. I think there might have been one more behind a foot. And the connecting bits are kind of just destroyed. But it still looks pretty great, honestly, just by itself. And then down here is like the One Piece section. Which I didn't really mean to collect One Piece things that much. It just kind of happened because there were so many and they were so cheap. We've got Law back there. Law's my favorite character. Kid, more Law, Luffy, Nami, Sabo, spoilers, Shirahoshi, Zoro, Sanji. I think Sanji's from one of the movies. And this was Ace from one of the One Piece 3DS games. It wasn't a great game. Honestly, it was a terrible game. But it came with Ace, that's kind of why I wanted it. And that's all the figures. And then down below here, we have all the boxes for everything. So I'm probably going to use these 2 rows for boxes as well once shipping resumes. But they're organized by number, so lowest is at the bottom, and we're going higher up here. And then we've got from Rin over there to Kobato. It's continuing on in numerical order, going all the way here, all the way up to Morgana. And then we've got the smaller boxes down here after they changed the design. So that's going vertical, so bottom row is the lowest number, and then it goes up and then switches rows. And then we've got some more over here. And then finally the Attack on Titan Nendroid gigantic box. That'll probably get moved somewhere else at some point, because I'm sure I'll be getting a whole bunch of small boxes when shipping resumes. I've said that so many times this video. But yeah, that is it. Oh, my throat is so dry after talking for so long. But yes, that's basically it for what's in this room. I have a lot of Nendroids that you had not seen, but now you have. So let me know in the comments down below. After this video, I'll probably do like a Nendroid care, how I take care of my Nendroids and clean them up. So, because a lot of people have been asking, and then I'll do a video on how to spot a fake, but I'm too lazy. So I don't actually have the Kuro Yukihime and Asuna box displayed here. Maybe I'll crack them out if I know where they are. If not, I'll tell people using words and comparing it to another box on how to spot a fake. But yeah, if you've got any request for having a look at these Nendroids, if you've got any preference for them, for the ones that we haven't seen on the channel, let me know. Or else I'll probably start with a random one or whoever I like the most and go from there to spotlight them. Who knows? If you want to see different poses, let me know and I'll just repose them when I'm putting them back on the shelf. If not, I can just show off the parts in the box and all that and give my review as usual. As a Nendroid spotlight is what I'm thinking of calling it. But yes, if there's anything else you want to see here, maybe you want a better look at some of these figures, let me know. I'm more than happy to do a video on all of them. Hey, even if you want some game videos, if you want to know my thoughts on certain games that I have, let me know. I'm more than happy to talk about all of this stuff, because as I clearly have shown you, I love them a lot, because wouldn't have spent all my money on them if I didn't. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. It is definitely a lot longer than most of my videos, but hopefully most of you stuck through it until the end. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more anime content and more future Nendroid unboxings and possibly spotlights in the future. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what was your favorite from my collection, whether it be games or anime or a random poster. Heck, maybe you really like my tripod. Well, let me know all of that stuff in the comment section down below, I'm gonna go try and figure out how I can take a thumbnail for a room. Well, if you clicked on this, you've probably already seen it. But yes, anyway, bye!